Hey, howdy. Hello. Happy Monday. Happy 1:11 at just past 11:11. I hope you're doing well this fine Monday morning. I'm doing pretty good myself. Happy to be alive and able to take a short break, check in with my body, do a little wiggle jiggle, a little letting go. And as usual, I'm here to keep myself accountable to myself and invite you to join me if you feel like it, to whatever degree you feel like it. Start off with just a little swaying, maybe swinging the arms, just kind of warm things up. It's a little chilly in here. I forgot to turn on my heater, but I got it on now, and gosh, it's a sunny, bright day again. It's like the coldness probably went up north. Maybe you got it. Take a couple breaths to just bring my attention into the bottoms of my feet. Let go of the past like it was yesterday. Let go of worry about tomorrow and be right here, right now. Thank you for the love. I do appreciate it. Let's just take a nice slow roll down, checking in with the spine. I know I don't have my camera stand today, so I may roll right out of the picture frame. Coming down from the hips. Let's see if I can fix that at all. I'll be getting my camera stand back soon. Bending from the hips with a relatively flat back and just hanging here for a breath or so, letting gravity do some unwinding, and then I'm going to roll back up nice and slow, one vertebra at a time, stacking on the next. Just checking in with the spine today. Let's do some big arm circles. I gotta scooch over here to the side because I'm hitting dome. I like to breathe in on the way up. Sometimes bend the knees on the way down. Lifting the eyes and the chest, breathing in, and then just releasing all that. Let's go the other way again, bending the knees, breathing in on the way up, filling the lungs, and then squeezing out the air. Again, inviting more air in, and then letting it go. Breathing in and just releasing. Shake that out. Let's do medium circles with the shoulders. Again, breathing in on the way up and releasing on the way down. Thank you for the love. And the other way. Tensing up, breathing in, and then just letting go. Shaking that out. Let's do some little circles with the fingers and hands on wrists. And the other way. Just checking in with all the little bones. Check in again with some of the bigger bones. Let's do big, medium, and small circles with the legs, starting on the left, putting my weight onto the right, bringing my left knee up. I got very unstretchy double fabricked jeans on today for an extra challenge. Make sure to relax that supporting foot, and then let's do some little circles with the ankle here on the left side. One direction and then the other direction. Relaxing the shoulders, nice and long and strong through the abdomen and spine, tipping the tailbone under a little bit. And let's do medium circles from the knee and the other way. And then bigger circles from the hip Just checking in with the body today. I'm pretty sore from doing squats the other day for the first time in a long time. Mindful of the fact that I need to bring that back into the routine more often. Definitely been losing some strength in the last 6 months or so, which I intend to get back. Bringing my weight onto the left, relaxing that supporting side. Again, dropping the shoulders, tipping the tailbone under, lifting this right knee toward right shoulder. Let's do some little circles on this side. One direction, and then the other direction. Remembering to breathe and smile, because that's what I like to do. You can scowl and hold your breath if that's what you're into. Let me know how it works out for you. Medium circles from the knee, and then big circles from the hip. And the other way. Noticing how the two sides are different. Noticing how the two sides work together. For whatever's going on either side. Shake that out a little bit. I guess I'm not doing any more forward folding today for a change because of the camera situation. So let's do more just twisting, free arm flinging, kind of twisting through the spine. I'm shifting weight, taking weight off the right, taking weight off the left. Just letting the arms swing and hang, getting a little rotation through the arms. I'm going to come into a straddle position, bend the knees, tipping the tailbone under, coming into a moderate horse stance, or half squat you might call it. Just relaxing here. I'm going to do a little breathing. I'm going to have to move over, breathing in and lifting the arms, and then bringing them down. I'm going to lift forward. Lifting again, and this time I'm going to go to the left with a little twist, keeping the pelvis forward. Breathing in, lifting up, and over to the right. Still keeping the pelvis forward, breathing in. Just smoothing out the energy. Let's do a couple more of those. Breathing in, exhaling to the left, squeezing out the lungs a little bit. Breathing in and exhaling to the right. Squeezing the kidneys a little bit. One more time to the left. Still tucking that tailbone under. And to the right. And then straightening those legs. Shake those out a little bit. Shake out the left. Shake out the right. I'm going to do a little hip dipping. Dipping on the left. Pushing a little into the right. I'm more focused on the dip here for a nice stretch in the inner thigh. Dipping on the right. Dipping on the left. And dipping on the right. Noticing again how the two sides are different and how they work together to accomplish anything on either side. A few more of those dips, just kind of trying to feel a stretch on this other side. I can't quite line it up. That's better. And then I'm going to push into the hip, this time taking weight off the right, pushing into this left hip. And pushing into the right hip, taking weight off the left. Might have said that backwards last time. Weight off the right, pushing into the left. And weight off the left, pushing into the right. Pushing into the left again. pushing into the right, and then bringing both feet under hips, under shoulders. I'm going to do hip slides, bringing that stretch more into the low back and the abdomen, keeping the hip bones parallel to the floor relatively, sliding to the right, keeping weight on both feet, sliding to the left, sliding to the right, sliding to the left, sliding to the right. One more time to the left, one more time to the right, and a little wiggle, jiggle, release, and then I'm going to come back into a straddle and do those hip dips again, this time dipping on the right, dipping on the left, and dipping on the right, dipping on the left. Just warming up those hips, warming up the legs, warming up the arms. Speaking of arms, let's do a little more stretching there. I'm going to bring hands behind back, clasping hands, rolling shoulder blades together, rolling elbows towards each other, and pulling the fingers down behind me, supporting the neck with the shoulders, pushing the hips forward. A nice back bend, and then coming forward from the hips with a relatively flat back, bringing those hands with me up overhead for a nice stretch through the shoulders and chest, relaxing through the belly, relaxing through the back, just giving a little active stretching through those shoulders and chest. And then I'm going to push from the feet through the hips, coming up with a relatively flat back again from the hips, back into that counter stretch, pulling down with the fingers, and then back to neutral. Shake that out, wiggle it all out, shake it out to the left, shake it out to the right. I do a quick top to bottom body check. You probably won't be able to follow along all the way to the bottom unless you just do it on your own. I'm going to tap on the top. Tapping is a great way to dissipate excess energy, bring awareness into the body, change focus, dislodge stagnant energy. It's a surprisingly effective stress management tool. Kind of resets the nervous system, distracts the nervous system sometimes. I'm going to bring 2 or 4 fingers and tap around the eye sockets, around the eyebrow, around the side of the eyes, under the eyes. Noticing how my sinuses are doing today. A little tender in there. Now under the nose, above the upper lip with 2 or 4 fingers again. And then below the bottom lip on the chin. And on the chest with all the fingers. Again, a great spot for dissipating excess energy or rebalancing unbalanced energy or dislodging stuck energy, regaining flow in the body, and or just distracting oneself from intense emotions can reset the nervous system. I like to kind of move up and down the sternum here with my taps sometimes. I'm going to do some tapping down the arm, more closer to slapping on the joints here, just because, again, helps dissipate stagnant energy, dislodge stuck energy, increase flow and balance. I like to do that on the elbow and the wrist and on the shoulder. Elbow, wrist again on the other side. Check in with some clap snaps. My poor fingers are still, they may be permanently unsnapped after my roofing job. I'm not sure. Let's do some tapping on down the body, or more like slapping, I guess, down the chest, on the torso, checking in with all the organs. Seeing how everybody's doing today. I think everybody's doing all right. It's good. Checking in with the digestive organs and reproductive organs, and then down the sacrum and butt, through the hips, through the pelvis, and then I'm going to do a forward fold as I come down the thighs with a relatively flat back. Checking down the front of the back, I'm going to give those knees a little love, and then check in with the shins and the ankles and the toes. And then I'm going to come up the back side, rolling up slowly as I give a little rub to the ankles, a little rub to the backs of the calves, backs of the knees, backs of the thighs, coming all the way up, checking in with the butt and the back, just giving the body a whole check, a whole bringing it all together, an opportunity to let me know if maybe there's something my body's wanting to tell me that I haven't been paying attention to. Let's do a little arm swinging, hip swaying. Just releasing, relaxing, letting it go. So important to make letting go of stress a daily routine, because that stuff will accumulate just like foot funk and plaque on your teeth. Negative thoughts, negative feelings, just stresses that will bring us up toward that threshold of overload tend to accumulate. So it's so important to just let go of stresses routinely. Bring yourself down from that threshold a little ways so that you got a little more room to play in. I encourage you to play too. That's another great way to just instantly reduce stress, making things a little more playful. Breathing in deeply and then letting go of that breath. That's another great way to instantly reduce stress. Shaking it out is great. Tensing up and then letting go is great. Those are all great, really quick ways that you can give yourself a little de-stressor. Another one of my favorites is a particular kind of breath, which the latest science and research shows is very effective at resetting the nervous system, and that's a double breath in and then a long breath out. It's the kind of same, it has a special name, but I can't think of the name at the moment. It's a certain kind of sigh, which you probably have heard like a kid do, or even some animals when they're falling asleep, or a kid when they've been crying for a long time. Some adults too, but that kind of that double breath in and then out, or ideally through the nose. 2 or 3 of those breaths, 2 breaths in, 1 breath out, is a great way to reset your nervous system, reset your relationship to your threshold, and manage stress, which is what healthy living often comes down to. That's my unsolicited advice for the day to you. I bet I have more for others. I'm going to get to some inversions because that's what I like to do. But I'm not going to bring you with me because the floor's down there and my camera stand is in there and yada yada is what it is. Mike's good to see you. Hope you're taking care of you. I wish all of you a happy 1/1/21 day, a happy Monday, a happy beginning to the year as we're still off to a turbulent start, some of us. Feels good to me. I think I'm pretty excited about the future, so I hope you are excited about the future as well, holding space for good things. Remembering to take care of your body, because you kind of need that to get to the future. As always, I want to remind you that you are worthy of your own unconditional love. First, foremost, always and always. You are enough just as you are. And just takes a little adjustment, a little stretching, a little letting go sometimes to get back under that threshold, and have a great day. Peace.